So today we're going to talk about the circumference of a circle. And the circumference of the circle is the distance around a circle. So what that's pretty much saying is that if you had a pool, right, it is you walking around that pool. So that is what the distance of a circumference, or that is what a circumference is. This is the distance around the pool. So there are two ways to figure out the distance, and that is depending on if you have a radius or if you have a diameter. So a radius is only halfway across. So that's only if you're given half of a circle, and that is a radius. If you were to be given the whole, if you put one arm out and the other arm out and you're touching the whole pool, that is called the diameter. So one arm out touching the side is the radius, and two arms out touching the side is the diameter. If you're given the diameter, which is, we'll just say side to side, remember if we were reference having both hands up, that would be touching each side of the pool. That is the diameter. But if you want to know the radius, it is only one side of the pool. So it's 1/2 the diameter. So to figure out the circumference, and you're giving these 2 points right here, you would go on and you would look here on the information that I gave you, the formula sheet, and you would go under circumference. So this circumference is saying that, hey, if you were given pi and pi equals 3.14, and we're using just 3.14 when we're doing our work here in 7th grade. It's actually 3.14 and then a million never-ending numbers after it. So doing your work with me, you're going to just use 3.14. If you have only the diameter, which is d, your arms side to side, the formula for the circumference with a diameter would be, let's see here, let me just tell you diameter. And you want to know the circumference, that would be C for circumference equals pi d. If you're given the radius, right, only one arm up, the circumference would equal 2 pi r. So let's take a look into this a little bit more. So you've got your information right here. Let's say that you're given a circle. And your circle gives you a radius of 4. The first thing that you want to do is you want to determine your information. And our information for this one is that you have a radius of 4. The second thing that you want to do is you want to figure out your formula. So if you were to look back on this sheet right here, you know that the formula that we're given, that we're going to be using, has the r on it. So C equals 2 pi r. So over here, I'm going to put C equals 2 pi r. The next step that we're going to do is we are going to solve it. When we solve it, this means that the circumference is going to be 2 times 3.14, and we stated 3.14 is what pi means. And in this example, we're using 4 for the radius. So if we were to grab a calculator and put inside the calculator 2 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 4, this circle would have a circumference of 25.12. Now, if we were to have a diameter, and once again, the diameter would be is that if you're inside your pool and you were put both arms up, let's say this diameter from side to side of that pool or the circle is 10. We're going to work this the same way. So we're going to pull out the information that we know. The information of this one is that the diameter, which stands for D, equals 10. Once again, the diameter is side to side, and in this example, we're going to give us 10. 2, we're going to look at the formula. If we go back to our formula page, we would see here that the formula for a circumference of a circle would be pi d. The d stands for diameter. So over here, our circumference is going to be pi d. Our third step is going to be to solve it. So C would equal 3.14, because we said 3.14 equals pi, times 10, our denominator, or our diameter, which is side to side, both arms up in the pool. So here, we're going to do 3.14 times 10, which is our diameter, which our circumference of this pool would equal 31.4. This is how you are going to solve for your circumference.